Welcome to Yury Experience, and today I want to talk to you about perception of adult life. I am kinda moving in the direction of becoming an adult, and there are a lot of opinions what adult person shall be. Depending on the generation, adult person is something completely different, and what that person shall be able to do is also different. Besides that, there are also some gender roles and some societal roles. So what is adulting, at least more or less according to my opinion, and how society sees adulting, again according to my opinion. Let's talk about it. But obviously, before we really go into it, I want to tell you that this is Yury Experience, and here I share my various experiences about different topics. I do 2 videos per week, Mondays and Thursdays. If you will enjoy this video, please drop a like. You can also subscribe to the channel. Let's start. Overall, I find adulting process pretty strange. Somehow you are a teen person, then you transform to young adult, and then at some point you transform to an adult. It's somehow like Pokemons. So you are first form, like Squirtle, then other forms, then other form. I'm not really into Pokemons, but I hope you understand what I mean. Somehow, thanks to different experiences or situations in your life, you transform from one being to another being, or at least mentally transform from one mental state to another mental state. And these states are not really clearly defined. Like, we have some stereotypes about what teen people are, but also we have some stereotypes about generations. So teens from this generations are like that. Teens from that generations were different. Teens from that generation didn't survive till 20 because illnesses and stuff. And obviously there's no clear difference between young adults and adults. Like what? You will say all people below 30 or 35 or 40 are young adults? Like, where is the border? Where is the clear differentiation between the two? And is there any background? Do they have some common experience? Maybe they struggle similarly through their life, but overall it's kinda broad terminology that doesn't make any sense. However, to be honest, it doesn't matter. Only because at something doesn't make sense, it doesn't make society to ignore it. There are a lot of things in our life that doesn't make smallest sense, but still society likes to use the terms and terminology and the words and categories and whatnot. How does society sees adult people? At least based on my experience, and obviously you have different experience, maybe you can write it down in the comments. And if I personally think about adulting, about being an adult person, I'm thinking stability. I'm thinking doing pretty much similar stuff every day. I'm thinking sitting home most of the time. I'm thinking 9-to-5 job. I'm thinking family. I'm thinking children. I'm thinking having a kinda good salary. I'm thinking working your ass off in order to become in a higher position than you are right now. I'm thinking like maybe vacation once per year to go to Turkey or Italy or whatnot, to spend small time there in order to relax a little bit and then go back to your roller coaster of life where you work, then go to sleep, then work, then go to sleep, then work, then go to sleep, and so on. It is not fun. Pretty much any definition that people have in their minds, again, based on my experience, about adult people, it's not fun. It's like people have to work their asses off in order to have small enjoyment in their life. And all the time that they don't work, then they spend time forgetting about what happened at work. So they work, they stress themselves out, they go home and they watch TV in order to turn their brains off. And that's pretty much it. And please don't get me wrong. If your life is like that, it's not something bad. It's definitely not. And it's not something that shall be conceived as a bad thing, as a negative thing, as if your lifestyle is bad, because your lifestyle is a normal lifestyle, is a lifestyle which most of people have, again, based on my experience. Obviously it depends on the country, how much do you work, how much can you relax, how much of vacation time do you have, but overall that's a common thing. That's what most people do. I even covered that in one of my videos about lifestyles. I hope I will not remember to link it in the description. But the fact how not so many occasions happen during your life during such a way of living leads to the fact that a lot of people are dreaming of having their life differently. To not have to work all the time, to have huge passive income, to have great work where you need to travel all the time and you will be paid for traveling. That's what dream for a lot of people is. People become envious of this free lifestyle because their normal adult lifestyle is dull, is just there's not much happening. Again, as I told you, like going to work, going to sleep, it's really a thing for a lot of people. Like maybe with some breaks, with maybe you have hobby, which is what a lot of people don't do, and maybe you will spend some time with your family, which also not all the people do. But overall, adult life is kinda routine at its best, repetition at its highest. Let's be honest, it is not something to look forward to. You are not looking forward to sitting at your desk for 8 hours, then coming home and sitting on your sofa, or like however it is this part is called, this piece of furniture is called, and watching TV for another 4 hours, then going to sleep and sleeping and then repeat the whole cycle again. It's not something that you are looking forward, especially if you are a young, passionate person and you like want to do that and you want to do that, you want to switch stuff around, you want to change everything, you want to experience a lot, but that's not how adult life works for most of people. I need to be honest, I'm one of these people. I don't like this thought of this kind of adulting, where I will just go to work, then I will come home, take care of my family when I will have one, maybe relax for an hour before the TV, and then go into sleep and repeat the stuff 5 days a week, and then just on the weekend spend it doing pretty much nothing. It's not something that I want to do with my life, and it is something that I will to high degree have to do with big part of my life, because there are really not so many jobs where you can allow yourself not to do that. At the end of the day, most of the jobs need work, need time investment, they are time consuming, they are brain consuming. But that's, again, I'm also one of those people, I'm not looking up to that. I'm not really wanting to sit at my place for many hours. That is why I decided for myself, at least, that for me, adult person is what I define as an adult person. I have my own values, I have my own interests, I have my own stuff that I want to invest my time in, and it doesn't matter for me that a lot of people think that I'm too old for that with my 27. That I'm too adult for that, that I need to do more serious stuff with my life, that I need to invest my time in different things. If I want to do something, I do it. I called it carrying the responsibility with fun. So yes, I have to carry some responsibility. I cannot just throw myself away from the life and just getting money from somewhere and not doing pretty much anything. I cannot do that because I'm a real person in society and I just need to earn money, because otherwise I will not have something to eat. But outside of that, outside of me getting something to eat, or on my way of finding out what is the best way to earn money in order to eat, I can do various things, I can have fun, I can enjoy life, at least as long as I'm carrying my responsibilities responsibly. So I do what I promise to do to different parts of my life, to different people in my life. And that is something what, in my personal opinion, is easier to live with, it's easier to look forward to that. Because, let us be honest, most of us don't like boring stuff. Most of us want to have fun. We want to do something interesting, something that brings us further in some degree. Which is why having a model of adulting, which is not only rotating itself around responsibility, being serious, doing serious stuff, but also has some fun to it. Various forms of fun, whatever you want at the end of the day. I think it is something that is important to show people. Like, adulting can be different. Adulting is not only 9-to-5 job. It is also 9-to-5 job, and it is not prohibited in any way for you to just go to work, come home, watch TV and go to sleep. But if you do something completely different, maybe the opposite thing, it's also okay, it's also fine, it is also an adult being. I just think that both of these sides of the medals deserve some attention, not only one of them, not the ones that most people shall do, but maybe something that you want to do. In the end, I will just tell you, I don't think I'm an adult, and I do my best to avoid that title as much as I can. I actually still think about myself as if I'm 20, although I'm definitely not 20 anymore, and there's a lot of stuff that shows me that. Also my values that are not similar to the values of people who are 20. The fact that I earn my money, that I provide for myself. There are a lot of things that define me as an adult, kinda. But I still think about the title as about something dull. And I don't want to associate myself with that. Also, I'm slightly afraid that I will lose the childish part of me. The part of me that can do BS, can do just some random shit at some point. Yeah, basically, enjoy life. But again, that's maybe only my definition. If you have different definition, the comments are open. You can also subscribe to the channel, you can also push the like button. I see you on Thursday, have a great week.